Hey everybody, Bobby Deen here today, and I'm filling in for my mom. Happy Mother's Day. Can you believe it's already Mother's Day? Every time I'm over here at mom's house filming and making recipes, I say, I can't believe that it's already, and this time it's Mother's Day. I'm gonna make a beautiful baked salmon for you today. I think you're really gonna like it. It's super simple, super healthy, but that's just a happy accident for me. I just enjoy the salmon, and I like it cooked real simply. I'm going to start by, I've got two 8-ounce fillets of salmon here, and it's skin on. So on the bottom of this is a layer of skin. So I'm only going to prep the top side. And that's Mama's olive oil. That's some good stuff. So I'm going to paint the olive oil onto the salmon and make sure that it's coated nicely. The salmon is so pretty. It's such a great source of protein, omega-3s, just really good fats. It's so good for every aspect of you. I love to feed this to my kids. This is brain food, man. All right, so we've painted on our olive oil. It's this simple. A little salt on top. I've got my oven preheated. Every oven is different. My mom's is, man, it's a furnace. So you got to be careful. At my house, when I make this salmon, I do it exactly like this and do it parchment paper on a baking sheet into the oven. My oven is, I cook it at 425 and I do it fast. So it doesn't take a long time. You don't want to overcook the salmon. That's really the only way to injure this dish is to overcook it and burn it. I don't want to do that. You're wondering right now, where's the citrus? Well, I'll do that afterwards, okay? So we're gonna bake this salmon with just olive oil and salt. We'll put it in the oven right now. When it comes out, we'll squeeze some citrus on it and make it muy bien, and then we'll make some couscous. So we'll be right back. Something that goes really great with salmon is couscous. So let's make some couscous. This is 2 1/4 cups of chicken stock and water combined. Go ahead and get it rolling. Okay, I just peeked at the salmon in the oven and it looks fantastic. So let's go ahead and get the couscous started. Couldn't be any simpler. Look, there's all kinds of different couscouses out there. I just got these from the local grocery store here. They come boxed and really simple to cook. So whatever kind of couscous you want, make your own choice. I've got my water boiling. We'll add the couscous, stir it in. That's quickly going to thicken. And this is the way I do my oatmeal, my polenta, everything at home. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. So the heat is off. I'm going to stir in my tomatoes, my green onions, and I'm going to let this sit on the stovetop. I'm going to cover it and let it sit on the stovetop for just a few minutes. And the last thing that I will add will be my feta cheese. Wonderful. Okay, so that's done. Let's take one more quick break and we'll go back to the salmon. I forgot the salt on the couscous. Tomatoes, green onions, salt. Stir in the salt. Now I can let it stand. So one more quick break. And we'll come back to the salmon. Let's take a look at this salmon. Yeah, gosh, that's gorgeous. Perfect timing. I'm just going to drop a pat of butter on each one. About 2 pats. And pop it back in the oven for just a couple more minutes. Ooh, that's going to be so good. Oh, I know it's perfect. Oh boy, look at that salmon. Golden and delicious. That butter did its job. Let's carry it into the kitchen. Woof. Wonderful. Gosh, look at that. Okay, the lemon juice or lime juice. This is fresh squeezed lime. I always hold that until after the fish comes out of the oven. You could do it before, I suppose. I've done it both ways, but I prefer my citrus on top after it's cooked. Some lime juice. Yes. Now the skin, you might be wondering about the skin. The skin on the bottom, it will easily peel right off. Or you could just eat it, you know. Oh, look at that. The parchment paper did its trick too. That skin stayed on. And that beautiful fillet of salmon peeled right off. Oh gosh, this is just my favorite thing on the planet, I think. Look at how beautiful. All right, the couscous also looks great. That could benefit from a little butter, I'll bet. All right. Recipe calls for a cup of feta cheese. If you don't like feta, if you have a different preference, you could use goat. Ugh, I'm not a big fan of goat. I think feta is wonderful. Kind of marry that in. Couscous and salmon, it's a great combination of things. One is just super great healthy protein, and the other is really high in calories. And I think they complement one another quite nicely. The couscous, you can make it however you like. I made it with tomato, green onion. The salmon, I just painted with olive oil, a little bit of salt, and one more little pinch of fresh salt right there at the end. Put a little pat of butter on the salmon and put it back in the oven for about 3 minutes. And that butter melted on top and became golden brown and wonderful looking. Look at that dish. Ooh, all day long. I need to try it. Let's see how that salmon looks. Oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Mm. Oh. I could eat it every day. I love it. If you're not a big fan of fish, this is a great recipe for you to try. Maybe it'll turn you on. Couscous is great. Oh, two great things that go great together. Salmon couscous. I'm going to finish this plate. Happy Mother's Day to you and your family, and we'll see you next time.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.